Dare to Dream, I like to inspire and motivate adults to dream again. Because as we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner. And my goal here at Dawn Dares to Dream is to help you pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. Now, I want you to understand, I started Dawn Dares to Dream because I wanted to relay my message and my heart and my feelings across to whomever would listen. It can be difficult getting your closest family and friends to understand the way that you believe and when you try to express it and share it. So this was like my backdoor way into letting everybody know. Now, I may have lost some viewers as a result of that because they don't agree, and that's fine. I am definitely a proponent of everyone having their own thoughts, their own process, their own mindset that works for them. Your religion works for you, you keep that. No one's telling you to get rid of that. Whatever it is that works for you, continue to use it. I'm just saying that sprinkle some of this other information on it, this personal development information that I'm providing you, and see where your life takes you and how you take off personally. Always remember, we are in control of how we see our environment. I don't care what everyone says it looks like or everyone says it is. We are in control of how we choose to perceive the environment. I want to thank my dreamers for returning to my channel to hang out with me one more day. As you know, here on my channel, my goal is to inspire adults to dream again. And today I'm doing that by talking about the law of cause and effect. Yes, that's what I said, the law of cause and effect. Now, this is one of the universal laws. That is the series that we are on, and we'll be on for probably a couple more weeks. Now, you've heard the saying, what goes up must come down. Okay, that's cause and effect. So if you throw it up, that's the cause. The effect is it's going to fall down. What's some other examples of cause and effect that are really simple in our lives? I can give you an example. When we take the seeds and we put them in the ground, the cause is that we put them in the ground. The effect is that they grow into trees or fruit or vegetables. So that's another cause and effect. When you're in your car, if you want to stop, you got to press on the brake. That's the cause. And the effect is you will stop or slow down. Let's think of another cause and effect. If you want a job, you have to apply. And if you apply to enough jobs, then the effect will be you'll get hired. Now, I'm not saying you get hired right away. That's why I said it's enough jobs. It's a numbers game. You have to continue to apply and apply and apply. And then that perfect job will poof appear for you. Now, as you apply this to your life and from the perspective of the universal laws, what I'm saying is that with the law of cause and effect, what we think and do brings about a result. So we have to be cognizant of our thoughts. If you are thinking negative things, then the effect will be negative. So if you think positive things, then the effect will be positive. That is basically what the law of cause and effect is saying. So I want you to take a moment to think about the state that your life is in. Is it where you want to be? Do you have everything that you desire? Or do you have all of your basic needs? Or are you just living in a place of lack, total lack? Or are you living in a place of wonderful, overflowing abundance? Where do you lie on that spectrum? Because that is going to tell you what's going on up here in our mind, and what we think, then we act upon. But I also believe that we believe in it and then we act on it. I have a real world example of cause and effect. When I first was employed where I currently work, I've been there for 5 years, my director appeared to only talk to the men. He never stopped in my office and said hi, but there was a male on our team that he would talk to. Now, granted, they weren't talking shop. It was more or less talking about some game that had played on TV, some sporting event. But yet and still he was talking to him, but he wasn't talking to me, and he wasn't talking to my other female colleague. And actually, she's the one who brought it up to me. I wasn't really worried about it. I felt like if he wasn't bothering me, then that was good. That means I'm doing my job and he's staying away. I didn't take it to be a negative thing. But she would constantly talk about why she went over there and talked to him again. He didn't talk to us. And she would constantly say this. So I said, okay, well, maybe I should want him to talk to me. But instead of taking a negative stance on it, I took a positive stance. And I believed an opportunity was going to come, an opportunity would present itself where I could build my relationship with him. And guess what happened? We were updating our policies at work. And my colleague, the other female, she had actually written the policies, but she did not want to sit down with my director to review them because he could be kind of tough in his review process. And if you didn't have a thick skin, it might be an issue for you. So my manager knew that I could handle it and gave the job to me. Do you know during this process, I built my rapport, my relationship with my director. And it was wonderful because we grew to understand one another. I understood when he was really trying to say something, when something really meant a lot to him that he wanted the team to do or to accomplish. I could read between those lines because that relationship had been built. Now, if my relationship was built on him just stopping by just to say hi, just for the sake of it, just to talk about nothing, that the sky is blue today, right? Then that wouldn't have been a good foundation. But we got a really good foundation because I stopped and I noticed what I wanted. And I said, I'm going to change that, cause and effect. So in my mind, the cause was I wanted to get to know my boss on a professional level, and I wanted him to get to know me. The effect was I was given a project where I was able to build that relationship. But again, it's what we think. She never built her relationship with our director. You know why? Because she looked at it from a negative perspective. She looked at it saying that I'm a woman and he doesn't want to talk to me because I'm a woman. He doesn't respect me and my knowledge because I'm a woman. But that really wasn't the case. He was just busy being a director, maneuvering around in our department between the different teams. And he just really didn't stop to think that he really wasn't talking to us. He did not mean any harm. Because once I had his audience, it was easy. It flowed nicely. Yes, he was very critical of the policies, but it was okay because as I got to know him, I realized that this is just business. This isn't personal to me. This isn't personal to him. What it is these policies are going to represent our workplace and they're going to represent our department. And he wanted to make sure that they were written in a manner in which they could be understood, interpreted, and that we had a good defense if someone came and asked questions about those particular policies. So it worked out. And to this day, me and my director, and actually now he's not director, he's VP, and my former manager is now a director. And so I now have this relationship with my VP that is unlike anybody else's relationship with him because I had so much one-on-one time. He understands me and I understand him. We have to remember with the law of cause and effect, we can always change our circumstances, but we have to do something. We have to take action to cause a change. So if there's something going on your job and you don't like the way the culture is, you can change that. You don't have to sit back and complain about it. You can take the time to devise a plan on how you are going to incrementally change the culture. Because is one, if you believe that you can, then it will happen. Our voices matter. And this is across our entire lives. Wherever you are, if you feel like something just isn't right or you don't like it, then make a change. Now, sometimes the change doesn't involve anyone else around you. It's just you. On the inside, you make that change of your perspective of a situation and voila, it's a better situation. I believe I talked about that previously. If you have a mate and you don't feel that they the person that they were when you met them, and you're not feeling all the love and the joy and the peace and the harmony that you once did, that you can change that by changing your perception of them, by showering them with gratitude and love, and watch their behavior change towards you. But we have to change ourselves first. Cause and effect isn't about changing the outer world first. It's about changing our inner selves first. And once we do that, then we can change what's happening outside of us. I hope I have explained the law of cause and effect well enough. It's a rather simple law. If you want something to happen, you have to do something to cause it to happen. So if you want to live that abundant life, you are working with the law of attraction and you're like, it's not working. The law of attraction is working, because remember, the law of attraction is very simple. Like attracts like. So if you are not attracting the experiences into your life that you want, you are not vibrating. Remember, we talked about the law of vibration and energy. You are not vibrating on the appropriate level to attract that thing to you. So you got to work on raising your vibration, because if you're not attracting it to you, you're probably vibrating low. And you want to bring that vibration up. So what do you need to do? Cause and effect to bring your vibration up so that you can attract that thing to you. Do you understand? All of these laws work together. And as we go through them, I hope that you are seeing how they are all connected. Just connected in many different ways. The laws that I'm coming to you with are not 1 through 12. And you got to go 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. No, they're all just constantly working. So when you're having issues with attracting that thing that you want into your life, well, you have to stop and say to yourself, well, what law do I need to work on besides the law of attraction to get that thing that I desire? That's the whole goal of this series, to show you how to live that abundant life that you have been seeking and to point out where there may be issues. So I hope that makes sense to my dreamers. And I thank you for hanging out with me today. And remember that if you have a comment, leave it down below. Remember to like this video, to share it to your social media, like Facebook, and also my face is going to be up in a circle. If you have not subscribed to my channel, I need you to click on my face, select the gray bell, select all. That way you'll be subscribed to my channel and you'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here to YouTube. Thanks again, dreamers. Have a great day, dreamers.